PK here. Originally I had a different review planned, but because of the passing of the president of Nintendo, Satoru Iwata, I wanted to do a review of a game that he programmed. So I chose to do Balloon Fight for the NES. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay. Balloon Fight originally came out for the arcade in 1984 and came out on the Famicom in January 22nd, 1985 and August of 1986 and here in North America. It's also available for the Wii and the 3DS. What can I say about the game? It's a single screen platform game, as were many arcade games at the time. You press the A button or hold down the B button, which causes the balloon fighter to fly. The goal is basically to clear the screen, of all the enemies, and this game is very similar to another game called Joust by Williams Electronics, which is also available on the NES. There's also an Atari 2600 version, which I personally prefer over the NES version. I feel like that game has a little more control, but here and there. There's different modes of Balloon Fight. There's a 2-player mode. There's also another mode called Balloon Trip mode. In Balloon Trip mode, which is single player, the basic goal is to not get hit by lightning and get the high score. The 1-player, 2-player game mode is basically like the 1-player mode. The only difference is you can play cooperatively, and Balloon Fight's a very simple game. I mean, there's not a heck of a lot to say about it other than it's a good game. I definitely give it an 8.5 out of 10. And it has very simplistic gameplay, but it's also what I like about it. You don't have to think a lot about this game. It's Balloon Fight. Again, it's a lot like Joust, but the thing is, the gameplay is much more fluid than Joust. It's a great improvement on it. Comparing Balloon Fight to Joust is like comparing HD TV to cathode ray tube TV. There's definitely an increase in level of quality from one to the other. Rest in peace, Mr. Iwata-san. You will be greatly missed, and this wasn't just a loss for Nintendo, this was a loss for gamers everywhere, considering how much he contributed to the gaming community, and he himself is a gamer. That's really all I gotta say about that. Thank you for watching, and keep on gaming.